everyone, I'm Edwina with Elegant Creations, and I wanted to do a tutorial, sorry, on my villages. Last week I did showed you some villages, and then this morning, I also did some villages and some birdhouses. So I wanted to show more or less how I did them, and I forgot to put the light in for this little gingerbread house. And this is the Build-A-House die from Spellbinders. And then I just decorated it with a little small tree from Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did this, the birdhouse. It's the same die. And so let me show you the die. Okay, so this is the Spellbinders die. This is the main base. You cut out two of these, and then this is your walls, this right here. Okay, and so what I did, it comes with this window and the door. Okay, and if you die cut, sorry, let me explain what my sample is here. If you die cut this one, this will be too big when you put this in. Okay, so I found a small little square, and it's in my Spellbinders square dies. And so I took the smallest one there, and I cut that. Put that on my die when I cut this out. Okay, and the only thing I have to tell you is if you're going to do it this way, where you put the windows and the door, I put a piece of paper, the color I'm going to do, and then I always put cardboard behind. So I always put a cardboard in the back. It doesn't have to be a thick one. I would do a smaller one. And then that way it cuts at the same time. And that way you make sure that your cardboard has to match your top part with your windows, okay? And then I put the same little window here on the side. You put it in the back if you want to. I left mine plain. Okay. Okay. And then I used the oval dies. I used this one in white and this one in brown. With the gingerbread, you can do whatever you want. You can do a square or oval, round, whichever. I did this one, and so then I put the what are they called? Puff paints, and to make it look like a cookie or snow. Okay, and also on this other one that I did a lattice, and the lattice I used was a French fry box, and this was the top part of it, so I just cut it. I die cut it 2 or 3, and then I cut it out, and then I also cut out little pieces here. Whatever I had left over went in the front. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you what I did. Okay, I think I have some samples here. If I can find them. Okay, here they are. Okay, so what you do is I'm going to do the birdhouse. Okay, here's my birdhouse. It's the exact same die, except you don't cut any windows or anything out. And then I'll show you how to do this. It's not cut out. I put it in black. Okay. So what you do is you're going to cut 2 of these. And so with one 8.5 by 11, if you fold it in half, you can get 2 birdhouses or 2 houses out of it. Okay, with the sides and the front and back. Okay, so find my glue here. Okay, so what you do is you get this and you kind of curve it. Okay, I just kind of work with it. So this little flap here, and this is one's top and one's the bottom. Okay, and these are your sides. So you're going to put glue on all the little pieces here. But what I did was I just held it on the top and just did the first 3. because you're going to have to curve it. Okay, let that dry a little bit, and then you flip this over and kind of. You have to hold it first, make sure that it dries. I don't have the quick drying glue. This one dries pretty fast, but so then you just kind of angle it. It's because this has a little curve right there, okay? And you can use a hot glue gun. I don't. Okay, so then you get, this is once the front and the back, and you're going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to put it on all little tabs there. And you're going to do the first 3. Hold it there. See how I'm not curving it yet? And then you just do a little curve right there. Okay. Then you're going to glue. Let's see. Then you're gonna. I'm trying to let it dry. Then you're gonna glue this one to that, and it's gonna look like that. Okay. So then next, what you do. I'm kind of trying to get them all done first. Okay. So you're gonna have a piece like this. So then I cut out some pieces. I measured from here to here, and from here to here. And you don't have to do this step. I do it, and I put it at the bottom also. This is, I just wanted some stability. Okay, but first what you have to do is I cut out the cardboard, 2 of these and 2 of the sides. And so what I do is I cut off all the little tabs and then the point right here. Cut up with a little bit in. See where the line is, I just cut a little bit in. And then you just measure it. Make sure that it fits. And I insert that in here. Oops. I forgot I put that part right there. So then it's going to look like that. Okay. Now you can see the little cardboards inside. Oops. And this one goes to this side. I've been doing that all day. I don't know why. Put them in the wrong side. So I just put glue. Insert that in there. Okay. And what it does is just strengthens it, because you know, paper's pretty thin unless you have the real thick paper. And you still have to put a color. This one I did the Christmas paper. This one I'm doing plain. Okay. So then I have all my sides. So you're just going to glue that right there. Okay. Just like that. Okay. So when you go to put your roof, it just helps to stabilize it. Okay. So what it's going to do, it's going to look like, where is my sample? I lost my other sample. Okay. I must have dropped it. Here it is. I did drop it. Okay, so I put it in the back and on the sides, on the top. Okay. So if it's a little long, you can cut it. Hold on to it. What I did was I got a little paper clip, and you can stick your little in the little top holes right here, just to kind of make sure that this is catching. Okay, and that's it for that. Okay, so when you do your roof, what I did was I cut, this is your roof. So if you put your paper right here, then it will cut the roof. And if you put it all the way, a little bit bigger piece here, that will be your base, if you want this big base for that, for the birdhouse or for the gingerbread or wherever house you do. So this is my roof. So when I did it on the fold line, okay. And then what you do is you cut. Okay, so I have this folded, and I scored. I got a score line of 3/8, and then I just angle it right here, just like that. So when you put your roof down, this goes over. You're going to cover that with, bling or whatever you want to do. Okay, so then I measured and cut a piece, and I put my ribbon through here. Okay, I did a hole and then put my ribbon, and then I attached it here. So I'm going to go ahead and reinforce it. This is the bottom. Where's my roof? I have my fan on in here, so it's throwing all my little pieces of paper off. Oh, well, I can't find my roof. Anyways, this is my roof, but I can't find the other piece that goes with it. So then you just put that there just to kind of give it stability. Okay, and then I would put that on my roof like that. And then glue that down. Okay, so what I did was I cut out a piece of cardboard and I did a circle. And I attached that to here. And then I got my marker and then just did Sharpie and marked it right there. Okay, and then you can put bling. And on this one, I did the bird, that's a punch. And I got this years ago. And so I just layered it, 3 or 4 layers. And then I attached it to my base. So you can use this base or you could do a different base. So I just did my little bird like that. Okay. Oops, I guess I should do this side. You can use glitter paper or any type of paper you want. And I think I did dimensionals and put that on there. These I did last year. So I have to make some more. Okay. And so that's it for that. And then I just put some berries. I use this one from Hobby Lobby, and then I just kind of cut it up in pieces and kind of placed it wherever I want, and then did some berries. And it's a little these are these little glitter berries that I get at Hobby Lobby in the Christmas section. Okay, and so that's that birdhouse. And so I have these 3 other ones. This is the Tim Holtz, and so is this one, and it's the it's this one right here. It's the house one, the mini house. And so I used this one, I think, and then this the skinny one here. And you don't have to do the windows because those come separate. And so I just drew a little hole. And this one just did little black circles and then put my bird on there. And then I put a little hanger here so you can hang the as an ornament. And then I put lace on the roof and then put bling and then my berries. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I do the berries and what I use. So I think these are really cute. And you can do the spring, you can do the Christmas ones also. And this little one, that one is this die right here that I got years ago at Michael's. And it's has a stamp to stamp the gingerbread. Looks like a little house, but it was kind of hard for me to do, and so I just made it into a birdhouse. I thought it looked more like a birdhouse. It was little, and so that's what I did. It's got the little roof here, and you just fold it up, and I made my own little roof, and that's it. And then you just use the cardboard, and I put like 4 or 5 layers. Cut out the size I want and do 4 or 5 layers of the cereal boxes, and you glue them together, and then you put something heavy on top, and then you can paint them. And then that makes your little base. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of show you how I did these little houses right here. Okay, and I got this die. It was Recollections also, and I got this at Michael's years ago. They don't have them anymore. The Spellbinder build a house die. I did find that one on Amazon. They still have it. This one they don't have in my gingerbread one. And then I bought this one years ago. And this is the bottom, and then this is the roof. And that's this one right here. And this is how I decorated it. Okay, it's got the little windows on there. Okay, and so what I did on all of them, I just put the cardboard on there. You can see them in there. And I cut a piece of the paper and the cardboard, and then I cut them all up and sandwich them in there. And so all I do is cut just the perforated areas just a little bit in, and then you're able to strengthen the little house. And so I measure before I glue it, make sure that it's not coming out too much up here, or I can bend these in. Okay, so that's what I do on these. And so when I cut it out, I cut them like this. Okay, and then I cut a piece of white, and I do that for the gingerbread one too, white or ivory or whatever color I want. And then I fussy cut all these little windows out, and then I glue them to the sides. And then this one, same thing. Do it straight. And then you glue that to your, take all these little window things out. Okay, and I just put glue on my hand because it's so fine, unless you have a fine glue tip, and then you just put that on there like that. This one I don't put the vellum on the Build a House, and the Tim Holtz I do. And then you get the little door also, you cut that out, and I glue that to the door. Oops, I did my glue gun and I wasn't supposed to, but that's okay. Okay, you can use a glue gun if you want, then leave it open if you want. Then see, so then you fold all your score lines, and you would fold this like that. Okay, and when you put your cardboard in there, it strengthens it, and then you just fold this up like that. I'll show you on this one. Okay, so what I did was I got a piece of cardboard, and I cut it a little longer, and I folded it here. And so I'm going to, once I put all my cardboard in here, I fold it up like that. And the reason I do that is so I can put glue all the way around and in here, and that will hold it better. Okay, and then also what I do in all the villages is I punch a hole. I start off, or you could use a drill, I start off with, on the little ones, with this hole punch, and then I keep getting bigger and bigger. And you make sure you do the cardboard also, and then that way you can put in your light. Okay, and your light, I'm losing my light. I lost it again. Oh, here it is. So when you, this one doesn't fit, but this will take the Christmas tree lights. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Probably doesn't show. But anyways, that's what I did with that. And then you put it on a base. So this one doesn't come with the roof. I had to make my own roof. I just kind of measured it and then fold it in half. So I paint this white and then glue this to a little base. Okay, and then you put a ribbon through. I did a hole and then put a ribbon through it. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, and then made a loop. Okay, so then what I do is before I put the cardboard, I messed up and put the cardboard. I put it first like laying like this, and then put the cardboard on top. Make sure I glue it very well. And so then this will go up like that. And if you forget, I did that on 10 of them. Then I just put a little loop on the outside, and then put a decoration on there. Okay, so what I wanted to show you how I decorate these. And I put this greenery that I get at Hobby Lobby, and then I cut it into pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and put one together. Okay. And I see how I forgot to put that little the attachment for the ornament. So then I just do a little V right there, and I put this on there to hide it. So I wanted to show you the berries that I use. I use all kinds of different berries, whatever I can find. Okay, so if you get something like this, I usually cut it off with it's like a little ball, and then I cut it into pieces, like half. Okay, like that. So this one, so there's some like this. This one is the white, and I spray painted it red. You can do a brighter red. All I had was the burgundy. And so, so I just cut them up as small as you want them. You don't need one too small, but not too big. So I just cut a bunch of pieces, just like that. I'm going to show you how I do this part. This is what makes it look cute. Okay, so what I do is I cut my stems. I just, for these little houses, I didn't leave that much of a space, so I just cut a little piece right here. And I put glue on the base, and then I put that fake snow, and I sprinkle it on it, and I put glitter. I didn't do the glitter here because I don't want it to get into this room. This is where my guest room, so I don't want it to have be full of glitter like my craft room is. So I just put a spritz like that. Okay, and then you just start gluing. Put as many as you want. It's pretty fast. This doesn't take long, and I do that on all my houses, the same thing, the greenery and the berries. So sometimes I find them, well, I look only when they're on sale, and seasonal also, like after Halloween. This is where I got that pink one from. That was on Michael's, and it was on clearance. And so I got a little bit of that, whatever they had left. Wasn't a whole lot, but I did get some. It's kept me going. So then I would just do the other side like that. Okay. Then what I wanted to show you is I get my stickles. Let's see if I have that here. I don't know if I brought my brush. Oh, yeah, I did bring my brush. Okay. So I get either white paint, or you can get the stickles right here. And I just get my white paint in a brush, and I kind of rub it on the green and make it look like snow. And you can also use like a what is it called, that snow, fake snow, where it's a little bit more puffy. Let me put this wherever you want, and then I pour glitter over it. Okay, so that's all I really do. And then the glitter I use, I get this from Walmart, and this is the Crystal Diamonds, and they have a different brand too sometimes, and it looks white and then it dries clear, but it's like an iridescent. Okay, and then you would sprinkle that. I don't want to sprinkle that on here, but I do have this that's an embossing paste, and I have used this before. It just kind of gets stuck on my brush, but you can put that on as for snow, and then you just kind of brush wherever you need to brush. So that's pretty simple to do. And then this one I didn't do a hole. So if you don't do a hole, what you can do is get a drill bit, start small, and then add up bigger and bigger. Then I usually just put a pen or pencil thick enough that goes right through. Okay, makes the hole bigger. Okay, and then let me see what else I have. Okay, oh, I wanted to show you with this die right here what I made. If you've seen my my other videos, I did some nugget treats. And so I decided to make one out of a gingerbread house. So I did the same little box that fits a little nugget candy. And so I used this die. So I took 2 pieces of paper and cut these out. So I cut 4 so I can sandwich two in the front and 2 in the back. And then this die came with this little scallop part, and then I just put the white. Then I just added a red door because that little die comes with this this die right here is this one comes with that. So I just did that, and I thought, I can make different projects with this. Okay, and then I got some striped paper that I had, and then I just cut little pieces and then a little heart. I thought it was really cute and just something I sell at my craft shows. So this will be one of my new items this year. And I think that's it. The Build-A-House from Spellbinders, it comes with this little fence. And so on some of my projects, I did this little fence. So I cut 4, so I put 2 together, and then I fold it in half right here and then glue it to the end. So it makes like a little white picket fence. I thought that was cute. And they could put glitter and maybe like I don't know if you have little lights or just different things. But this is the Tim Holtz house also. Okay, and I put glitter on everything I have, so it's really up to you. And these have a lot of different ways of doing these, and so they're really fun. And you can make some really nice gifts or use them for craft shows. So, well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, I know I'm going pretty fast. I tried doing this video yesterday and it cut out on me, so I'm trying to do it faster. And so if you have any questions, please let me know, and please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.